Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fayetteville Public Library. My name is Oliver Jennings, and I wanted to welcome all of you to today's performance of Lessons from the Fairy Tale Academy, presented by the Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater. I also wanted to welcome everyone who is watching with us on live stream today. You are about to be transported to a bygone era when people tuned into the radio for most, if not all, of their entertainment needs. After today's presentation, please make sure that you grab one of our program evaluations at the back on this little green cart next to the door here. We love hearing your feedback so that we can know more of what you want to see at your public library. Now, please join me in welcoming the Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater.
Welcome, people of the real world. I am KFTA anchor Captain Hook, coming to you live from station KFTA on-site media magic for the Fairy Tale Academy 3.14, etc. on your dial, the home of infinite possibilities. Today, we are partnering with Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater to bring you, our live studio audience, some of the best tales ever brought to, or brought about by, the Fairy Tale Academy, with a very special feature for the audience. We turn you now to Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater.
Thank you, Captain. Welcome, neighbors and friends. Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater is honored to be here at the Fairy Tale Academy, the world's foremost training ground for magical beings, especially fairy godparents. Our exciting special feature is the moderator of each story will ask you, the live studio audience, when a decision point comes along, to vote upon which direction the story will take. A choose-your-own-adventure, if you will. And when you have told us what to do, Mary the Bookmark Fairy,
hello, everyone,
will tell us, the players, where to go. Audio theater is theater of the mind. Please silence your cell phones, sit back and listen. Or, if you prefer, watch our actors, musicians, and sound effects artists create the story before your very ears. Now, please welcome your first Fairy Tale Academy moderator, Senior Fairy Godparent, Professor Enrude.
Thank you. Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater. Friends, the Fairy Tale Academy is very pleased to welcome our live studio audience to our campus. We will be proud to share with you some of the stories which our people have survived to tell us. After the show, you will be welcome to browse in our campus gift shop and cafeteria, with the warning that you do so at your own risk. Some of our students like to tinker with the recipes, the furniture, and the indoor weather. We could use a little snow right now, I believe. Oh well. It is strongly recommended that you do not wander off into the fairy tale forest. The creatures are not tame and are always hungry. But you should be quite safe as long as you stay in sight of Sleeping Beauty's tower. If you do find yourself in trouble, please don't expect to be rescued, as all of our gallant knights are currently assisting other customers. We will start the adventures with my own favorite story, Cinderella after this word from our sponsors.
Have you ever heard the saying, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it? The tales coming up may remind you of this, but not to worry. Godparents Incorporated wish wording consultants have got you covered. We would say we had your back, but you might take us seriously.
You need never be at a loss if you are offered wishes by a troll, leprechaun, genie, step-parent in disguise, or other magical being. For a modest fee, our expert consultants will pre-screen your wishes to be sure that when they come true, your fondest dreams won't become your worst nightmares. You might not have any wishes left to fix the damage.
For a slight additional charge, we offer one guaranteed put it back the way it was wish you can use with any situation. Short of having wished yourself into a form which can't tell us what the problem is, of course.
Sorry about that, Jack. Email us at giwwc@kfta for free quotes.
We are back. Audience, please listen carefully to these instructions to our new class of fairy godparent cadets. You never know when you might be one. And you will be helping to make choices today. Fairy godparents are individuals with specialties. My own specialty is granting worthy humans single wishes each. This may seem like a simple matter. I assure you it is not. To illustrate this, at the crossroad points of the story, we will have you choose what we shall do next and see what happens as a result. In real life, every decision has consequences. Your decisions as a class will affect the lesson, so choose carefully. We will start with the tale known as
Cinderella! Cinderella!
Coming, stepmother. Yes, stepmother?
Have you finished your chores, Cinderella? The prince is choosing his bride at the ball tonight, and my daughters must look absolutely divine.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I've hemmed Caprice's dress, powdered Coquette's wig, cleaned their shoes.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you actually paid attention for once, Cinderella. Darling, real daughters.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mommy, dearest.
The ball starts in only 3 hours. It is high time for you to get ready.
Yes, Mother. Right away.
Stepmother, ma'am, I've done all my chores, so may I please go to the ball too?
Stop! We've come to the first decision point. Does the stepmother let Cinderella go to the ball? Class and guests, please raise your hands to show your choice whether Cinderella is given permission to go to the ball or she is forbidden to go. Given permission? All right. Forbidden. Well, it looks like we want her to go to the ball. Mary, where do we go from here?
Go to scene 4, page 7. I suppose I did promise that you could go to the ball if you got your chores done. Although I don't think you have anything appropriate to wear. I doubt they even let you in the door.
Oh, but I do have something to wear, stepmother. I'll show you. See, I made this dress out of Caprice and Caprette's old scraps.
Well, it's passable. They may let you into the ball after all. Just don't let anyone know that you are related to us, for goodness sakes. Cinderella, aren't you finished with the morning milking yet?
Yes, ma'am. Here's the cream for your coffee. Oh, stepmother, I had such a wonderful time last night. Thank you.
Yes, well, you have a lot to do today. The prince fell in love with my darling daughter Caprice last night. Go, pack her things. She's moving to the castle.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
Stop! Well, letting Cinderella go to the ball didn't work out well, did it?
Hey, whoever you are, the prince fell in love with me. It worked out fine.
My dear, the story is called Cinderella, not Caprice.
Oh, that's not fair.
So let's see what happens when we don't let Cinderella go to the ball. Mary, where to next?
Go to scene 6, page 8.
You go to the ball? Certainly not. The ball is for the cream of society, and you don't qualify. Go help my daughters get ready for the ball at once.
Goodbye, stepmother. Goodbye, stepsisters. Oh, I so wanted to go to the ball tonight. It's just not fair.
Good evening, Cinderella.
Who are you?
I am Enrude, your fairy godparent. I'm here to grant you one wish.
Really? That's incredible. Oh, I know what I want. I want to dance with the prince tonight at the ball.
Granted. Have fun at the ball. Goodbye.
Enrude!
What is it? I've granted your wish. Our business is done.
I can't go to the ball just like this.
Yes, my advice is to change your clothes. Goodbye.
Wait!
Yes.
These are the best clothes that I own. I won't be let into the ball dressed like this, and my wish won't come true.
Well, I can grant auxiliary wishes to help fulfill the primary wish under dire circumstances.
Which these are.
Dress, satin with sequins, dancing slippers.
I've always dreamed of a velvet dress, trimmed all over with diamonds and rubies and pearls.
Her Majesty, the Princess Mother, has been known to have any lady who shows up at the castle in a dress more expensive than hers to be tossed out on her ear. Is that what you want?
Ooh, satin with sequins it is. But how about golden slippers?
Real golden slippers weigh 20 pounds each. You did say you wanted to dance.
Yes. Glass slippers?
You got 'em.
Oh, such a lovely outfit. Thank you, Enrude.
By the way, this stuff has an expiration date of midnight tonight, so don't stay late unless you want to be seen in front of everyone in what you were wearing before. Have fun at the ball. Goodbye. Stop! Class and guests, we've had a lively ball with many couples enjoying the evening. Our next decision point. Did Cinderella dance with the correct prince? Please raise your hands to choose whether she dances with the false prince or the true prince. Most of you want to go directly to the true prince, but maybe we should find out first what this false prince is all about, just in case. Is he a villain, a fool, a con man, a bounder, or a cad? Or just an ordinary guy in the wrong place? Let's be sure we know.
Thank you, sir, for the dance.
My pleasure, ma'am. But to be honest, I'd rather be playing the lute on stage.
What? You mean you're not the prince? But you're all dressed in purple, like royalty.
Oh, no, I'm not royalty, ma'am. None of my relatives ever reigned over this land. I'm just a struggling artist. I do like the name Prince. Hey, thanks. You've given me the name for my first collection of lute tunes. Purple Rain.
What a horrible name for a collection of music. And I'm not sure that the real royalty will approve of you calling yourself a prince.
Stop! The collection of lute tunes was very popular with the peasants. The royalty did not approve of the use of the name Prince, however, due to copyright issues. He took a new name of the lute player formerly known as Prince. At least we know that the false prince was an okay guy, but perhaps we should have Cinderella dance with the true prince.
Milady, thank you for the dance.
Wow. Oh no! Oh, I have to go right now. Goodbye, Your Highness.
Milady, wait! You've lost your slipper. I don't even know your name.
Mother, why are we all going to the castle, and why do we have to bring Cinderella?
The prince fell in love last night with a dance partner who lost a glass slipper. But she left before he could find out who she was. So he has summoned all unmarried ladies to the castle to try on the slipper in hopes of finding her. And it had better fit you or Coquette.
Hello, milady. What's your name?
Cinderella, Your Highness.
Very well, Cinderella. Please try on the slipper.
Look, Your Highness, it fits.
Why, it's you! My lady, will you do me the honor in becoming my wife?
Stop! Final choice. Should Cinderella accept the marriage proposal? Please raise your hands, for she should accept. Or no, she should decline. That was rather close. I think we'll go with accept.
Go to scene 9 on page 12.
Yes, Your Highness, I accept. Stepmother, I shall be moving to the castle in the morning.
Oh, how wonderful, darling stepdaughter. Your loving sisters, Caprice and Coquette, they will follow you to the castle to become your ladies in waiting. Won't you, dears?
Yes, Mommy dearest.
My, that was a happy ending for Cinderella and the prince, but not for Coquette and Caprice. I wonder what happens if Cinderella declines. Let's find out. Where do we go, Mary?
Scene 10, page 13.
Thank you, Your Highness, but I must decline your proposal.
What? Why, my lady?
Coming to the castle has opened my eyes. There is more to the world than my stepmother's house, and I want to see more of it before I settle down, if I ever do. Goodbye, Your Highness. Goodbye, stepmother, stepsisters.
Oh, Your Highness. Do you remember the other version of the story where she got to go to the ball, but you and I fell in love with each other anyway?
Now that you mention it, yes, I do, my lady. Let's talk about that over some lunch here at the castle.
That concludes the story of Cinderella, and apparently starts the story of Caprice. Much like the Choose Your Own Adventure format, the moral of our tale is what you take from it. Here are two options: listen and make up your mind which is better. If you would be happy, it's a good idea to know what you really want in life. Or, it's a wide world out there. Go and see it. Mary, where do we go from here?
Why, en route, we're going to see an interesting commercial about
yes.
Rapunzel's hair care products.
Yes, our next tale will start right after this word from Rapunzel's hair products.
Friend, is your hair prone to split ends? Is it dull and lacking luster? Did your most recent transformation leave you with more wolf hair than human hair? You, my friend, need Rapunzel's Magic Hair Care products.
Just a sprinkle of magic cleansing powder makes dirt, twigs, and bugs disappear.
Our bewitching styling cream makes long, strong, lustrous curls, just right for climbing.
Rapid Growth Hair Tonic grows hair on anything, anywhere, at any time, so be careful how you use it. And don't ask us what we put it in. And
Enchanting Finishing Spray pulls the whole look together perfectly, so you need never worry about looking scruffy, disheveled, or between species again.
go to towerhaircare.com for our latest products, procedures, and prices.
Rapunzel's Magic Hair Care Products. They'll grow on you.
Here follows our next tale, Huffin' and Puffin'. No, it has nothing to do with a black and white fish-eating, cliff-dwelling seabirds. It does involve talking animals. There are many of those studying, teaching, or just hanging around the academy. Some of them not only talk, but wear clothes, build houses, and interact with humans in both good and bad ways. Here at the Fairy Tale Academy, we believe that anything too mired in reality may not be as real as it seems. What you believe to be true and factual can change with time and circumstances, like the world is flat, or lightning never strikes twice in the same place, or they couldn't put that on the internet if it wasn't true, could they? But fairy tales, those are the narratives you can rely on. Thanks to fairy tales, we know to be wary of housebreaking little girls, not to eat an apple past its expiration date, particularly if it's offered by an evil queen, and that you should be very skeptical about a hairy grandmother who growls and has 42 sharp teeth. This next story is just as instructive if you've never learned to be wary of big, bullying, blowhard bad guys of lupine descent. It begins with an innocent telephone call.
A Fantasy Barbecue. How can we help you?
I want to place an order for takeout.
What's the name?
BB Wolf.
What can we get you, Mr. Wolf?
Baby back ribs. 6 racks.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Wolf. We're all out of pork ribs. How about short ribs?
Don't want any beef. Had my heart set on pork.
Sorry. We won't have another batch of pork ribs till tomorrow.
I've never been in this fairy tale before. Is there a swine town nearby?
Swine Town?
You know, like an ethnic town, but for pigs.
Why do you ask?
Just a curious customer who is always right.
Oh, I suppose the closest thing to a swine town around here would be a small settlement on the edge of town.
Who lives there?
The 3 little pigs?
Perfect.
Oh, perfect, Mr. Wolf?
There wasn't a swine town in Little Red Riding Hood's woods either. Or a rib joint. Thanks anyway, chum. That time I had to settle for raw grandmother. She was as tough as 3-year-old Gristle. This will definitely be an improvement. Best of all, the fresh ribs will be free. Who needs them cooked? The swine town should be just ahead. Oh, drat. Those pigs live in houses? Why can't they just wallow in mud holes like normal pigs? Wait a minute. That first house, it almost looks like it's made of straw. It is made of straw. How stupid can you be? But a stupid pig tastes every bit as good as a smart one. Maybe better. But wait, do I really want to do this? I'm really hungry. But is it ethical to kill my fellow mammals? Aren't we all members of the Brotherhood of Animals? What if they're genetically modified? What if I get swine flu? Oh.
Stop! Audience, obviously BB Wolf is having trouble making up his mind. Maybe we can help him. Should he go with his heart or his stomach? Raise your hands for heart. And stomach? Another close call, but it does kind of seem like heart has won. Who would have thought? BB Wolf has a heart. Mary, what now?
Go to scene 3, page 17.
Here you are, monsieur. The special
specialty of the house, the chef's surprise. Does it meet with your approval, monsieur?
The chef's surprise. Is that what you called it?
Oui, monsieur.
Well, it's aptly named.
How so, monsieur?
It's a surprise that anyone would actually make this swill, much less eat it. What is it anyway?
The very best tofu, monsieur.
Never heard of it. Sounds like a sneeze. Looks like it too.
Tofu is being good, monsieur.
What? Forget about it. Last time I heard about anyone eating curds, it was this Muppet kid. She even tried washing it down with whey. Know what happened? A ginormous spider came along and scared her right off her tuffet. Coincidence? I don't think so. A wolf should stay true to his carnivore heritage.
Whoops. It looks like BB Wolf is going to hightail it out of there and make tracks back to the little pig's straw house. Where would that be, Mary?
Go to scene 4, page 18.
Anybody home?
No, nobody's here.
Now let me in, little pig, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin.
Then your house is going down, little pig, to the very last straw. A house of straw, easy peasy.
Help! Help, brothers! It's the big bad wolf!
Hey, where do you think you're going? Come back here, lunch.
Quick, little brother, in here. You'll be safe.
Good grief. What's a wolf got to do to get a decent meal around here? Wow. A house of sticks? Are you kidding me? Sticks are nothing but overgrown straw.
Go away, dog face.
Open up, little pigs, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in.
Not by the hair of my...
Yeah, I know. Chinny chin chin. Been there, heard it.
Over here, brothers! Hurry, quick!
What? Again, running away won't do you any good. Resistance is futile. Drat! A house built of bricks. That third pig is smarter than his brothers. Open the door, you smart aleck pigs. Now! What? No more hairs on your chinny chin chins? You know what's coming. A bunch of serious huffing and puffing. And you know what that means. When I blow your house down, and I will, you'll get a big old blast of my wolf breath. Let me assure you, there's nothing quite as stinky and foul as wolf breath. Don't take my word for it, third little pig. Ask your brothers.
I hate to admit it, but he's right.
I thought I was gonna lose it.
Time's a wasting, and I'm not a tasting. Just let me in and let's be done with it. None of this is my fault, you know. You're to blame. If baby back ribs weren't so dang delicious, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd be munching on seeds and berries and the occasional bug or bird egg. But that's not the case, is it? Bottom line, if you don't present yourselves to me for slaughtering and subsequent devouring, you'll upset the natural order of things. After all, as an apex predator, it is my duty to consume you. And it is your duty to lie down with apples in your mouths and let me do it. I can assure you, having traveled extensively throughout the woods of various fairy tales, no one likes an ungrateful pig. Absolutely no one. Are you gonna open up?
Not by the hairs of my chinny
That
chin.
does it. You leave me no other choice.
You know this house is brick, right?
I know it's brick. I'm a demolition expert. I blow down houses for a living.
Well, you won't be able to blow down this house, Mr. Wolf.
We'll see about that, third little piglet.
Didn't I tell you it's brick?
Stop! BB Wolf is getting pretty worn out here. Maybe someone should have told him there are very few documented cases of someone actually blowing down a house of bricks. Almost as unlikely as turning a frog into a prince with a simple smooch. Although that's been done. So, should BB Wolf take up some less tiring and more fruitful pursuit, like investment banking? Or should he just keep ruining his health with this futile effort? What do you think? You be the judge.
Whoa. We're not doing this again. I'm not giving a bunch of complete strangers with no skin in the game control over my fate. We've tried that once and they blew it. I ended up at Chez Tofu trying to scarf down something no self-respecting predator should ever have to face. So whoever you are out there, you can just get a life. It won't be mine. One way or another, I'm getting in that house. Now, where was I? Oh yes, those Bruddy Bratwursts in training were giggling at me. Okay, you pompous, preposterous pork rinds, yuck it up. But there's more than one way to get into the bricks.
What was that thumping?
I think it's coming from the roof.
Oh, no, he must be trying to come down the chimney.
What do we do?
I got an idea. Fill that cauldron with water and hang it over to the fireplace. Quick!
Guess who's coming down the chimney, my little swinelets? One hint, it ain't Santa.
Oh, please don't, Mr. Wolf.
You had your chance to surrender.
Shouldn't be long now. The water's getting hot.
I think it's starting to boil.
Huh. That heated up awful fast, didn't it?
What can we tell you? It's a fairy tale.
By the way, do you guys have any barbecue sauce?
Oh, please don't come down any further, Mr. Wolf.
We really don't have any barbecue sauce.
Too late. I couldn't get back up now if I wanted to, which is fine, because I really don't want to. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me?
It's you, Hairy Tail. Jump back. He's coming down.
Ouch! That's hot!
What's the matter, Mr. Wolf? Finding yourself in hot water?
Want some soap with that? You could use it.
Is this the thanks I get for inviting you three to dinner?
But we were gonna be the dinner.
True. Nevertheless, I did invite you. Are you gonna let me out of here?
No, Mr. Wolf. I think we know better than to give you another chance. But maybe I can huff and puff and cool you down for a moment or two before your ultimate demise.
Any last words, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah. You three pigs are giving pork barbecue a really bad name.
It looks like we have to leave the big bad wolf and the three little pigs in the middle of a classic story dilemma. Does the villain die or get away for the sequel.
Hey, Enrude! How about some help here?
Sorry, BB. You made it very clear you don't want our help. If you want to be around for the sequel, you better think fast.
Thanks for nothing.
You're entirely welcome, BB. Friends, we will return with breaking news from radio station KFTA after this word from the Three Little Pigs Construction.
Three Little Pigs Construction can handle any construction needs. We know what it's like to have to keep the big bad wolf from the door. We've learned from our mistakes. Our loss is your gain.
We'll bid on any kind of house you want, from a tiny fairy cottage to a humongous giant's castle, with materials ranging from economical last straws to super impressive golden bricks.
We work closely with Flounder in the Sea architects to make your fondest dwelling dreams come true.
Call us at Pigskin 123
today!
Friends, before we continue with our Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater program of stories from the Fairy Tale Academy, we pause for breaking news from station KFTA about the tremendous crash which shook the fairy tale forest just moments ago. Take it away, KFTA.
Thank you, NWAAT. This is Captain Hook, anchor for KFTA, with the latest news on the crash. Our early reports confirm that the crash was felt from one end of the forest to the other. Some experts thought it might have been another case of a giant beanstalk hitting the ground after being cut down with the giant still on it. However, the king has sent all of his horses and all of his men to investigate on the possibility that the crash could have resulted from a fall by Humpty Dumpty, who is known for sitting on high, narrow walls despite the risk of cracking up. Our roving reporter, Pied Piper, is on the scene with the latest report on this story. Pied?
Thank you, Captain. Friends, this is a truly horrible scene. There is a very tall, narrow wall to my right. The king's men and horses have corralled the area around it, where the ground is covered with a clear, gooey substance, a yellowish pool, and thousands of fragments of what could be eggshell. If these are really the remains of Humpty Dumpty, it is hard to see how even all these horses and men could put them back together. Hold on, I see the king coming now. Perhaps we can get a few words from him. Your Majesty, do you have any comments for our listeners about this tragedy?
You Pied Piper again, is it? Piper, you better make notes this time. Oh, now cut that out. Oh, very well. As you can see, our investigation team is on the job. They scrambled the moment we got word.
I'm sure our listeners have wondered, Your Majesty, why send all these horses along on this mission? What can they do to help?
You see, the horses and men work as a team, but it's the horses who pony up for supplies.
And what will be the outcome if it turns out that these remains are the last of Humpty Dumpty?
The world's biggest omelet, of course. The men have to eat after all.
Have you any last words about your old friend Humpty?
We'll miss him. I'd like to remind everybody that Humpty Dumpty was a good egg. He told the funniest jokes.
And there you have it, reporting live from the scene of Humpty Dumpty's last yoke. This is Pied Piper for station KFTA, returning you now to the show in progress after a word from Little Red's Cloak Shop.
Everyone knows that cloak and dagger work can be very hard on your equipment and your wardrobe. Even those who just want fashionable and convenient ways to stay warm, dry, and mysterious may find their cloaks wearing thin. And then sometimes a perfectly good cloak might get mauled for no good reason by a big, bad wolf.
Little Red's Cloak Shop has your back. We have cloaks in every imaginable style and color, with and without riding hoods, suitable for all occasions and weather conditions. Pockets, if you want them, are included. Baskets, goodies, and other desirable accessories are sold separately.
Excuse me, is this Little Red's Clock Shop?
I'm sorry, we haven't got time for another line.
Drat. They won't give me the time of day. That really ticks me off.
A shout out to those of you who have been asking. We regret to say we've had to discontinue our line of invisibility cloaks because we could never find them. But aside from that, no matter what sort of coverage you need, Little Red's Cloak Shop has it. Call LR4 Cloak for your fitting appointment today.
We return you now to our Northwest Arkansas audio theater program of Legends from the Fairy Tale Academy. Our last tale of the day will be moderated by one of the most versatile magical people we have ever encountered, Professor Cornelius Rumpelstiltskin. The professor first came to the attention of our listening audience through his unique ability to spin straw into gold. Now, he is CEO of Fairy Tale Building and Loan, professor of economics at Fairy Tale Academy, and host of the popular KFTA home improvement program, Like It or Lump It. Please welcome Professor Rumpelstiltskin.
Greetings, class and guests. Before we continue, a couple of things to keep in mind. If you tell anyone outside of the academy my true name, there will be consequences. And don't ask me to spin straw into gold for you. You wouldn't like the price. As CEO of Fairy Tale Building and Loan, I find housing for the fairy tale creatures and provide my client with creative financing. One of my most ultimately satisfying professional encounters started in my office one day. Come in.
Oh, hello, Mr. Stiltskin Rumpler. I'm Donna Zapato. You might have heard of me, the old woman who lives in the shoe. And this is my fiance, Cole Hand. He's a dwarf who used to work in the Seven Dwarfs Mining Company until they started laying people off due to dragon sickness in the pits.
That's Rumpelstiltskin, if you please. Never mind. Nice to meet you both. What can I do for you now?
Oh, Mr. Peltskin Rumpler Till, I have so many children, I don't know what to do. corralling all those kids is so exhausting. I try my best, but they wear me out, and at the end of the day, no, I end up giving the kids broth without any bread and sending them to bed with the threat of spankings all around if they don't behave themselves. Oh. The problem is, the shoe we live in is just too small for so many people. I mean, we're always in each other's way, and there's never any privacy. I really want to find a better place to live. The shoes seemed like a good idea at first, but now I think it's time to find a new home that suits our family better.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, well, seems like your lack of privacy hasn't bothered you too much. But, well, Cole, what do you think about all this?
I really like the coziness of shoes and the tiny house concept. I think we can make it work without having to find a new home, but maybe we could get a loan for renovations?
You come to the right place. I'll be happy to provide you with some options. What collateral are you offering for the loan?
Well, there is the shoe itself. It's a 20-year-old, giant-sized 2000 with double Z, leather, combat boot style, and large footprint.
And you also have several children, I believe. Consider this proposal. I'll give you 1 million fairy tale credits for the shoe and 3 of your children. Which will give you the wherewithal to find another place for yourselves. Or you can be contestants on KFTA's home improvement program, Like It or Lump It. If you agree to be on the show, fairy godparent, home designer Ima Lovett will redecorate your shoe to your specifications. And if you like what she does, you can tell her to like it and get to stay in your shoe. Meanwhile, one of my fairy godparent real estate agents, David Listed, will show you other properties you could consider buying. If you like one of those better, you could tell Ima to lump it. We discuss the financing to move to the new home afterwards.
Gosh, Mr. Rumple, Mr. Stills, Rumple Littler, whatever, I don't know. Can we think it over?
Class and guests, let's help Donna and Cole decide. Do they take the credits and give me the shoe and the children? Or do they agree to be on Like It or Lump It? Raise your hands if you vote for them taking the credits. Okay, please raise your hands if you'd like for them to like it or lump it. I think we have a decision here. So, it's like it or lump it, so where do we go to from here, Mary?
Scene 3, page 30.
Welcome, everyone, to KFTA's most popular show, Like It or Lump It. The home improvement show that gives all fairy tale creatures a chance to up their home game by bringing out the best in competing real estate professionals. Our professional renovation team, led by the fabulous prize-winning home designer Ima Lovett, will work with our homeowners to remodel their fairy tale abode, the shoe, with the hope that she can make them like living in it again. Her competition is real estate expert David Listed, who will show our homeowners properties they would consider buying in place of their old dreary house. His goal is to make them tell Ima Lovett to lump it. Let's meet today's homeowners. Donna Zapato, also known as the old woman who lives in the shoe, and her fiance, Cole Hand, former pickman for the Seven Dwarfs Mining Company. Take it away, Ima.
Thanks, Professor. So, Donna, David and I have looked at your shoe. Tell me your list of the 5 most important things you must have in order to stay in your lovely home.
All right, got it right here. Number 1, we'd like to have more natural light and an open concept on our main floor. Let's see. We need a mud room and laundry room with a supersized washer and dryer. And, rework the master bedroom to a suite with a deluxe bathroom. And an enlarged, more modern kitchen for making broth and baking bread. And last but not least, better landscaping all around our shoe.
All right. Cole, tell me the must-haves you want in a new home. What would it take for you to tell Ima to lump it?
Well, we'd like everything that Donna said. Except all that already built into the house. And in our same neighborhood and school district. And a workroom and tool shed for my project.
The next day, David takes Donna and Cole to see the first house.
Here we have a waterfront property that became available after the previous owner had a life-changing transformation and moved to the castle. You may recognize it from being featured in several of Monet's famous paintings. We call it the Frog Prince Lily Pad.
I like the modern lines, and it certainly fits the tiny house concept.
David, this just won't do. It's a bachelor pad, not a family home. It has no kitchen to speak of. The kids would have to take water taxis to school. And how can we keep them from falling in the pond? I am very disappointed.
Hey, at least I know what you don't want. I'll have a better listing for you tomorrow.
Meanwhile, back at the shoe, Ima Lovett meets with her construction manager, Bill Ditt.
Bill, here's the plan. Let's open the toe of the shoe and add a front porch area and increase the natural light coming in. Just inside the toe area, we'll partition off a space for a mudroom laundry room combination. Over the arch, we'll put in a full kitchen remodel with a large island for the children to eat at and a new oven. On the upper level, over the heel, let's build the master bedroom with the deluxe bathroom. Inside the heel, a new heat pump for climate control. Outside the shoe, we'll need all new landscaping. Can you and your crew do all of that?
Yeah, I'll do a shoe inspection, get some estimates, and apply for permits, and then we'll see what our soul man architect can cobble together.
Thanks, Bill. You know I want to do everything I can to make this family love their shoe again.
The next day, David takes Donna and Cole into Fairy Tale Forest to consider another house.
This house has beautiful forest views. It came on the market after the previous owner, a big baker, had an unfortunate accident. It really is quite picturesque. We call it the gingerbread house. Why don't you walk through it and let me know what you think?
There's a lot of gingerbread and frilly decorations on the outside. I worry about how sturdy the siding and trim will be.
And how would we keep the twins, Hansel and Gretel, from eating the siding? It would be worse than having termites. Let's check out the inside.
Now, this is a kitchen for a serious cook and baker. Lots of counter space, big sinks, room for a refrigerator freezer combo.
Wow, look at that oven. It's big enough for all the day's bread at once. But I'm a little concerned about the guest room. Why does it have bars and locks all over it?
So far, the shoe is still better than anything we've seen. I want to wait and see what Ima can do to improve it.
I'm sure she'll do a great job. She always does. But just please don't make your decision until you see the place I have for you tomorrow.
Donna and Cole return to the shoe to check in with Ima Lovett.
Bill, tell us how things are going with the shoe.
Well, as you can see, we've knocked out the toe and done some other demolition work. There are a couple things to work around. The electrical system is all lace and grommet and needs to be replaced. And there are big shoe trees grown up all around, so it's going to be a challenge to do the landscaping you wanted.
We're fairy godparents, Bill. We have to make it work.
I'm not sure they can make the shoe work for us, Cole.
I still have faith in Ima. Let's see what she and her team can do.
Folks, it looks like Donna and Cole have a dilemma. The shoe is not looking good, and David hasn't come up with anything better. Maybe we should find out what would have happened had they taken the credits instead. Mary, please send us on our way.
Go to scene 2, page 28.
Well, we've decided to take the credits and give you the shoe and the children.
All right. That's a bold decision, Cole, Donna and Cole. Very well. The credits will be deposited in your account in 1 month. At that time, you will give me possession of your shoe and 3 of your children. By then, I expect all your possessions to be removed from my shoe. Donna and Cole, the month is up. Which children are you giving me?
The twins, Hansel and Gretel. We can't keep any sweets in the pantry because they're always eating them. And the poor dears have terrible teeth. The dental bills are monumental. It will be a relief to let you have them. Maybe you can straighten them out.
And you can have Goldilocks. She's always running away from home and getting in trouble with the authorities for breaking and entering fairy tale homes. And she has a thing for bears.
Everything is packed, sir, in those nice shoe boxes you gave us. But we haven't been able to find another house.
Just so happens you are in luck. One of my agents, the Tooth Fairy, keeps up with available real estate. She can give you a lead on a property that's right in your price range. You better call her soon, though, because she goes to sleep at dawn, and then you might as well forget about trying to reach her.
Call her. Call her. Call her, call her, call her, call her.
6 months later, Donna and Cole have moved into a duplex of giant glass slippers. They really love the sleek modern design, although they learn very quickly to keep their curtains closed. Hansel and Gretel had a very narrow escape from the witch in the woods who built the gingerbread house. Goldilocks also got caught housebreaking. She did significant damage to the Three Bears family home. The Three Bears blamed Donna and Cole, and they retaliated by hurling boulders at the glass slippers, shattering them to bits. As these children were now actually my responsibility, as was for paying for all the damage, you can imagine why I examine any further child exchanges much more carefully. And Donna and Cole now know that people who live in glass houses should avoid thrown stones. Okay, let's, you know, Donna and Cole aren't very happy now, and neither am I. Let's go back to Like It and Lump It and see if Ima or David has given us some better options. Where do we go to, Mary?
Scene 8, page 34.
Donna and Cole go with David to his final listing, which takes a little travel time.
Wow, Donna. I don't think we're in fairy tale land anymore.
Oh, the colors are so bright here. But we're not in the same neighborhood, David.
Everything is Technicolor here. The flowers, the houses, the neighbors. This Oz farmhouse just came on the market. The Lollipop Guild has possession and is offering it at a great price. There is plenty big enough for all of your children. Even though it is out of your school district, the Munchkinland schools would be just the right size for your kids. Take a walk through and check it out.
The whole house seems to be a bit tilted. What's wrong with the foundation? And several of the windows are broken.
Confidentially, this house has come down quite a bit because it's a bit of a fixer-upper. But look at the farmhouse sink and the original oak floors.
What's that funny smell?
There was a small unfortunate accident with the Wicked Witch of the East, but that's all been cleaned up now.
What? Another accidental death house?
Well, for your price range, a few sacrifices are necessary. But we can help you make this the home of your dreams anywhere you want.
It is the best place I've ever seen. Cole?
Let's find out what Ima Lovett has done with the shoe.
Folks, it has taken a lot of fairy dust and sweat, but the shoe is ready.
Wow. Look at the grass and flowers. I never thought our landscaping could look so good. The polish on the boot is so shiny, I can see myself in it.
Oh, I like the new porch and the mudroom. I can see myself baking lots of bread in the new oven and watching the kids do their homework at the island in the kitchen. The master bedroom and bath suite is wonderful. Oh, Cole, this is going to be a very hard decision to make.
All right, Donna and Cole. Ima Lovett has done a great job with your current shoe. David has shown you the listings in your price range, with the best being the farmhouse in Oz. So now it's time to make your decision. Are you going to like it or lump it? Class and guests, raise your hands if you want them to like it. Raise your hand now if you want them to lump it. I think the like it's got it pretty good. Okay. So where do we go to, Mary?
Scene 10, page 36.
Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, sir, we've decided to like it. David, we appreciate you showing us those other houses, but in the end, we just had to stick with our old shoe. Ima Lovett did a great job of polishing it up and making it as comfortable as, well, an old shoe.
And I plan to bake lots of bread just love on my children as much as I can.
I am so glad you like it. Bill did, and I will drop by from time to time to make sure everything's working okay. David, now you owe me a latte. Again.
Well, there you have it, students and guests. And the moral of the story is, over the rainbow and through the woods, wherever it may be, roam wherever you may roam, be it ever so humble, there's no place like home. Although, I wonder what would have happened if they decided to lump it. Through no fault of his own, David hasn't won one in a while, okay? And I'm sure we can move the remodeled shoe very quickly, even if it's only one step at a time. So, where should we go, Mary?
Scene 11, page 37.
We've decided to lump it, sir. No matter what you do to this old shoe, it's never going to be as roomy as that farmhouse in Oz. That house has the potential to make all our dreams come true.
I couldn't believe how green the grass was and how vivid the flowers were in Oz. Plus, I've been invited to join the Lollipop Guild. The children will have a chance for a new start with lots of new friends.
That's great! I think you've made the right choice. We will contact the necessary fairy tale people to help make this happen. And you owe me a fizzy-wizzy drink.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. Tune in next time to see what's in store for homeowner the Crooked Man. For the best in housing opportunity entertainment, it's Like It or Lump It.
Thank you, people of the real world, for being with us today. We hope you will return for our next voyage of discovery with Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater. Don't forget to bring along your treasure maps. This is Captain Hook, anchor of KFTA, signing off for the Fairy Tale Academy and turning you back to NWAAT.
Thank you, Captain. Friends, before we close the book today, we have one special public service announcement, a notice of upcoming events, and a reminder to stay tuned to our Facebook page for breaking news. Please welcome our next speaker on behalf of the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks.
Today, we have been visiting a world of magic and fantasy. But did you know that until just over 100 years ago, in our own world, available blood transfusions were only a dream of hope? That what can be done now would have seemed like magic. These days, blood transfusions can save lives every few moments, and a single donation from one person can save as many as 3 lives. The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks in Springdale and Bentonville serves Arkansas and neighboring states, but can't do it without your donations. Please call or go online for an appointment to share your gift of life. Thank you. We need you to donate your blood at the CBCO. CBCO. You can help each other by giving blood to others. We need A, B, and O. A, B, and O.
We need you to donate your blood at the CBCO.
We need you to donate your blood at the CBCO. CBCO. You can help each other by giving blood to others. We need A, B, and O. A, O.
A, B, and O. A, B, and O.
Join Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater in early October 2023 as we begin our 8th season with Shadows of Fear, a dramatic tale containing 2 tales about invisible men. First, Vigilante for Justice, The Shadow, searches for an invisible criminal terrorizing the city in a caper entitled Death Casts a Dark Shadow. Next, H.G. Wells' classic tale, The Invisible Man, follows the title character as he discovers the secret of invisibility and struggles to retain his sanity while trying to reverse the process. We hope to see you there.
At the very beginning of December, including December 2nd, right where you are, we will present, for the first time since 2016, our very first Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater offering, our first Christmas season offering, the Charles Dickens story, A Christmas Carol. Since 1843, this story has enchanted and entertained millions of people all over the world, bringing hope and joy and true meaning to the spirits of Christmas.
Bah, humbug!
Ebenezer Scrooge, you may not believe in spirits, but I can guarantee they believe in you. Your past and present and future will come together to make you a much better person.
Bah, humbug! I say I'm perfect just the way I am.
And we will enjoy the transformation. Yes, now tune in to our Northwest Arkansas Audio Theater Facebook page for exact times, dates, and places of auditions and performances of all our shows. And, as Tiny Tim once said, may God bless us, every one.
On behalf of
Lori Lundigan, Laurie Anderson,
Muffin the Puffin, and Robbie Prettyman.
Reagan Rock.
Glenn Christopherson.
Robbie Elliott,
Sarah Tao. Amy Redwine.
Debbie Goff and
Mary.
Scott Anderson.
Eden Miller,
John Crochet.
Karen Gossett.
Landon Daniels.
Marshall Prettyman.
Michael Hooper.
Jimmy Dale Johnson.
Jacob Bullard.
and Carrie Johnson. We wish you all a wonderful day and a hope that your fondest dreams come true.